It's insane to say, but Avengers Endgame is the biggest Marvel movie ever released, and is just under 2 months away. Today, thanks to a Marvel producer, we get a better idea of what the MCU could look like post-Avengers Endgame, as he revealed something that hasn't quite settled in with myself. As an MCU fan, we're used to getting 2 or maybe even 3 movies a year. As an example is 2017, where we got Homecoming, Ragnarok, and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Or in 2018, where we got Infinity War, Black Panther, and Ant-Man and the Wasp. What's crazy though, according to this Marvel producer, there are no Marvel movies that are currently shooting. As I'm sure you guys all know, Spider-Man Far From Home is actually a Sony production, although it does take place in the MCU. As far as Marvel films though, being developed by Marvel, Avengers Endgame is the last, as again, there's no Marvel movie that's been shooting. What this means is that after Spider-Man Far From Home, there likely will not be an MCU movie in 2020 for about a year. There were rumors that the Marvel Black Widow movie was currently shooting, however, the production for that was placed on hold for unknown reasons. Originally, it was somewhat confirmed that we would be getting Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 in 2020, but this was before James Gunn was let go by Disney. What's interesting about that is yesterday, Kevin Feige even said that Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is currently not being worked on at all. Feige revealed that they would indeed be using the script that James Gunn wrote for Volume 3, but that production on the film had not started yet and that they were primarily focusing on Far From Home and Endgame, specifically though Avengers 4. This major update post-Avengers Endgame MCU is that we will likely not be getting a Marvel movie in 2020, or if we do, it will be at the tail end of that year. By the sounds of all this, Marvel likely would have even liked to have delayed Spider-Man Far From Home. It appears as if Marvel's goal was to have Avengers Endgame truly be the bookend of the MCU up until this point. However, again, Sony is in charge of the release for Spider-Man Far From Home, thus why they wanted another Spider-Man movie as soon as possible. If Marvel were in control of that property entirely though, it's likely that that would have been the first movie in 2020, with them taking a year off after Avengers Endgame. And I would suspect that if Marvel were in charge, we would have gotten Spider-Man Far From Home in July of 2020. Again, as Avengers Endgame is set to be the big finale of the MCU, and therefore they want to take a little break off before they start the new section. A section which Kevin Feige said there would be a clear distinction between the post-Avengers Endgame MCU and the MCU that we've seen thus far. The official update though is that currently there are no Marvel films shooting, making it a possibility that we could go an entire year without seeing an MCU movie. This is something that hasn't happened since close to the dawn of the MCU, with the gap between The Incredible Hulk and Iron Man 2, which was over a year. But that was the update given by the Marvel producer about what we can expect from the MCU in 2020. Again guys, I'm not saying it's impossible that we won't see a movie in 2020, it's just likely that it will be at the tail end of that year, and will definitely take place after April of 2020. But ultimately guys, what are your thoughts on this? And leave it in the comments down below. Is it wise for the MCU to take a break after Avengers Endgame, and to leave a real definitive taste in our mouths after we finally see Avengers 4? I do want to remind you guys about the Gauntlet giveaway. I'll briefly go over the rules now. To enter, all you have to do is like the video, subscribe, turn on notifications for the channel, and tell me below who you think the most powerful MCU character is. We'll be announcing the winner very shortly, so please stay tuned. As always my friends, thank you guys so much for watching the video, subscribe to join our team, and have a great day.